In the Beatitudes, as recorded in the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus claims, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted." Now, this is an outrageous statement on the surface, contrary to our experience of life. Happy are they who grieve. For those who do mourn, weeping itself is not virtuous. We might cry because we are in pain. We might cry because we feel self-pity, the same kind of despair that sent Judas to his death. Or we might cry because we have insatiable hungers that can never be filled, so we mourn our lack thereof. We might cry because we have no money, or because we have few friends. We might cry because we can't pay the cable bill. There is a weeping that leads to death, as St. Paul writes to the Corinthians. I found this quote from a woman named Lissa Turkirsch that says, "Losing someone you love can cut into your heart so viciously it forever redefines who you are and how you think." If you've ever lost someone you love, you can relate to her words. It strains against everything you've ever believed, so much so you wonder how the promises that seem so real in the Bible could possibly stand up under the weight of the enormous sadness. This is the reality of deep grief. Even when you love God and believe in His promises, even when you know without a doubt that someday you will see your loved one again, even when you know hope is still there, even when you know He, God, is near, it takes time and it takes prayer. God knows exactly how we are feeling when we are grieving, and He comforts us in unexpected ways. It could be finding something of your loved ones that reminds you of them, finding yourself smiling on a good day and realizing it's okay, hearing your loved one's name and knowing that you are not and will not be forgotten. It takes making the decision to stop asking for answers and start asking for perspective. Exodus 33:14 says, "My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest." However slow the grieving process feels, we go on. But God's with us, and He is our giver of rest. He covers us with peace, and He covers us with His presence. If you're not the one who is hurting, but a friend or family member is, here's how you can be a good friend during their time of grief. Number one, just listen without judging and giving advice. It's okay not to give an answer. In fact, it's probably better if you don't. There's no answer you can give that will make them feel better at this time, and oftentimes something we say with good intentions can cause unintentional harm or hurt. It's best to wait until they ask you, and in the meantime, show them that you are there to listen. Number two, validate their grief. Don't simplify their pain, acknowledge it. Loss and grief affects everybody, and it's real. There's no timetable for recovery. Number three, be supportive. When someone comes to you in grief, make sure you're offering them a safe place to express themselves. It's natural to feel empathetic towards a friend who is hurting, but we should not interject our own theories on how they should heal unless they ask. We should respect their healing process and the time they need. Number four, give grace. It's hard to be pushed away by a grieving person or to be on the receiving end of the requisite anger, especially if you've grown to count on this person for something that they cannot offer at the moment. No one gets a free pass for injuring anyone, and healthy boundaries are still in play. But when we're in the midst of grief, our world is suddenly full of triggers, and normal cycles of life seem foreign. Everything has changed. Number five, don't fix. It's hard when we're so thoroughly schooled on time management, retirement planning, and life coaching to realize how little control we have over our lives. We adore the illusion of control. When our naivete runs out, we stand there stunned by the violence of the forces that tear precious things from us. We scramble for a semblance of security. We can't ever be ready for that moment. Witnessing someone else's experience of loss triggers our own fears of loss, So we react to our lack of self-control and the world of grasping for control over our friends' reactions. When we try to fix someone else, we take on a mission that's never ours. We end up urging our friends to shortcut the necessary work that they need to do. Give a nice testimony in church and move on. People who seem to bounce back quickly might make us uncomfortable, but these people probably have some serious reflection left to do. Number 6, just stay. We hear that children that have been removed from harmful environments often push against the love of their
We
new
always
support
have the hope
system,
of light,
not in hopes that it will give,
sometimes
but that
what
it
we
will
need the
hold.
most is a friend.
Adults aren't
A friend that'll
especially
sit
different.
beside us in the dark,
Even subconsciously,
saying nothing,
sometimes we start to
just
test the
sitting
staying
there,
power
waiting,
of our support systems.
waiting for the light.
Hugs and high fives. This is Gabriel from Gabriel's Fire.